are the bad guys, and we're in the middle. That's true to a certain extent, and it's been true for the last 10,000 years, but it isn't particularly true today. Because a third party has entered the game. An advanced culture, God knows who they are and what they are, but they're higher in the what do they call it, hierarchy. These guys at the top of the hierarchy are primarily spiritual in nature, and they have intervened. And they have said, listen, we've had enough of this bullshit where you've warred among yourselves, you've had these clan disagreements and blah, 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 blah. This family and that culture and that group. That's going to cease. Because the human race has been in the damn middle for so long now that they've reached a critical point in their evolution and their development. And we're going to have to see that the human race survives and makes this awkward, painful transition into a new race, into a new species. And this higher element, this higher spiritual element in the hierarchy has intervened. And they have literally said, Carrie, knock off the bullshit. We're not going to have any more of this. There's not going to be any more planetary wars. We've had enough of that. We've lost too many millions of people over the years. We're going to control this carefully. We're going to give them an encouragement. We're going to give them an opportunity. And we're going to assist them to make this awkward transition into a new race. Yes, I was, and they've given me encouragement, and they've showed me the future, Carrie, and the future is glorious. We are going to make it, and we're going to look back at this awkward period, this blackness that we've been through for the last century or two, and we're going to look back like students of history and say, my God, look what they went through. Look what they did to each other. We're going to look back from the future into this particular time and place, and we're going to say, how in the world did they pull that off? Here they are killing hundreds of millions of people in these wars, butchering each other. This has got to cease. We can't let that race off the planet until they evolve and grow and mature where they can be safe. I was talking to Joe Farrell not too long ago at another conference, and Joe Farrell has written The Cosmic War. And The Cosmic War is a true story of a war between interplanetary intelligences. And they literally damn near destroyed each other. They destroyed a planet beyond Mars, for God's sake, in our own solar system. But that crap has got to cease. And I have had the opportunity to meet guys from the higher level who said, we're not going to allow that to happen anymore. We're going to give you a chance to make it. And the only reason I'm hopeful, and I told you this privately earlier, is that I have seen the future, and there is a future for the human race, and it's beautiful.
This is 2012. We're going into 2013, and some of these years are very crucial years. Okay, as you say, these are going to kind of be the years in which the transition happens. So
it's happening right now.
Exactly. So what I want to talk about here is, first of all, yes, you have a lot of bad kids in the class, okay, and those involve the Illuminati, some of whom are basically being run by certainly groups of reptilians, certainly a group of Anunnaki that may not have our best interests in mind. They'd like to clear the planet. They've got big plans, and they've been working on those plans for a very long time. And both of you have not less than been face to face with that agenda.
Their agendas exist because they exist, and they've had some of their own personal agendas for eons of time. But their plans for our future don't mean diddly squat, because there are these higher developed cultures out there that have now intervened, and they're going to see that the human race is going to be allowed to make it. Like the human race is precious. The human species is so unique that they told me when I was with them for 6 weeks, I was asking them question after question after question. I found that they were as interested in me as I was interested in them. And I asked them why. And they said, you human beings don't grasp who you really are. You have a unique genome that is unique in the galaxy. You're made up of the patterns and the parts and pieces and genes and whatever of at least 12 different races in the universe. And as a result of that, we think of you as unique. As a result of that, we look upon your little planet as probably one of the ripest and richest zoological gardens in this quadrant of the galaxy. That's the first time I realized the galaxy had been divided into 4 parts. I didn't even realize there was a quadrant. And they said, oh yes, you're the most unique and precious zoological garden in this quadrant of the galaxy. We venerate the planet, we venerate the flora and fauna on it, and we're going to see that it survives. The only care is to see that the human species makes its awkward transition into a new race and can reach out and take our rightful place in space and go to the stars